The decision to take silk, did it result in a drop away at all of your practice, or if anything, did you get busier?
No, I dropped away enormously. And as I said to you, it took 3 goes, and I thought then that at least I'd get some family law work because I had a very substantial practice in family law. It didn't happen. It then made you spread your wings. You looked for other work and you did other work, and so it flowed in time. But it's always a terrible time. So is taking silk, going to the bar, you struggle. But when you look back at it, you laugh and think, goodness, that was good for me. And so it was on the bench. I struggled for a while because it's an entirely new world. You're not an advocate anymore, and you've got to give judgments and you've got to behave differently without being pompous. It's not easy.
Have you had any other blandishments come your way? You mentioned John Dowd before, and I know he went to the International Commission of Jurists. Mm-hmm. Have you done that kind of work or considered maybe doing that kind of work as well?
I considered it, but at the end of the day, I loved what I was doing on the court, and I didn't want to cloud it with other. I thought of it more when I was at the bar, at going into politics for one, and John was quite close to me. But in the end, I thought it better to concentrate on what I knew best. And I think that was right.
And looking forward now, where do you see the practice of law, and more specifically a barrister's life, heading?
Well, I don't think it'll change because we don't change readily in the law, and that's a good thing, we all say. But when you're telling me a little earlier that the bar numbers have increased, so they have in Melbourne and all over. That's because Australia is growing and all sorts of actions grow. Anybody in finance knows that. But I don't think that the law changes to that extent that it makes a big difference.
Because human nature doesn't change.
Well, that's right. But the barristers are the advocates and they're picked out for it. And you love a person who is a silk and is full of confidence, is a big person and can impress his personality on everybody in the court. It's lovely to see. A lot of people say, dear, how can you stand those people? They're so arrogant. Well, we don't think they're arrogant. We think they're very self-conscious sometimes, but they are confident, yes. But they are not overconfident in our view. They know how to throw their voice out and command. That's not overconfidence.
Thank you very much.
Okay.